Hi everybody and welcome to my attempt this week at BBO's weekly free instant tournament. And, so we see under instant tournaments, weekly free instant tournaments. Most of you know this. It's 8 boards, as I say, every week. Match points, and it's a best hand tournament, which means nobody can have more high card points than you. They can have the same and better distribution. So on to board 1, Partners Club and Diamond on our right. 16 high card points. So Partners got at least 11. East got at least 8. So that's 19. With our 16, there's only 5 unaccounted for, which can be distributed anyway between these the 3 robot hands. So partner could just have 16, the same as us. But we've got pretty flat hand and only 1 intermediate card, so it's very unlikely that there's a slam forthcoming. We don't have a 4-card major. Partner doesn't have a 5-card major unless they got 6 clubs. We do have a diamond stop. I think we just want to give as little away as possible and just bid 3 no trumps. Stop in diamonds, since we don't have a fitting clubs, but we're not, this is match points. We're not going to, so we got 5 club tricks, the top 5 clubs. 2 spades is 7, ace of hearts is 8, ace of diamonds is 9, and if we play low on this trick, the queen of diamonds will be a trick as well for 10 tricks. So, I mean, probably if we took the ace, there would be 10 tricks as well, but it's just duck this. So partner actually had 13 points to go at 29. East had at least 8, 37. So this hand has at most 3. So it's very likely that the king of hearts is in the east hand. So we should be able to set up an extra trick with the queen of hearts. As it is, they've made the king of diamonds. They're knocking out the ace of diamonds. Well, I think I don't think there's any point running the clubs. We'd only have to find a discard from our hand if we ran the clubs. So let's take the spade king, 10 of diamonds, the queen, 2. So we're just interested to know that only east has diamonds. 2 of spades is thrown from there. We have to find a discard from dummy, and that's obviously a spade. And there we are. We've got ace queen of hearts, ace king of spades, and the 5 top clubs. So we're taking the rest of the tricks, and we can claim that, making +2, which probably is slightly above average, but not much. Well, 83%. Lots of people only making +1. Well, you should always count +2. You can, with East having overcalled, it's very likely that they have the king of hearts, and you can play on that. Okay, let's move on to board 2, and our opponents have opened the bidding with 1 spade. We've got 17 points, and we have a spade stop. And those of you who've been watching these videos for a year or 2, really has been that long, close to 3 years now, will know that my view is that you should get this hand off your chest by just saying 1 no trump, saying I've got a spade stop and I've got 15 to 17 points. And this 2 hearts is a weak bid, as it should be. Everybody should play this as weak. Just there's a better, I've got 6 hearts and 5 to 8 high card points. What does double from me mean? Just says I've got 18 total points and the stop in spades. It's not saying to take out all the minors. In fact, they got 6 hearts. We don't know what partner's got in hearts. What partner had, could have been 2 no trumps with 8 points, 9 points, and a heart stop and some hearts. So they don't have 9 points and some hearts. What was the minimum for this number of points here? 5 to 8. So we've got 17. This hand here's got 12, 29, 5 here, 34. So partner could have 6 points, but they can't have much more than that. So I don't think we're at all certain of beating 2 hearts. If I double, will partner bid, is the question. In defence, well, we've got probably got a spade trick, probably got 2 club tricks, probably got 2 diamond tricks, but not too much more. And maybe only one of those in what, there isn't a spade trick or there isn't 2 club tricks. This kind of like optional double where partner can take it out or pass as they choose, is dangerous, but at match points we may need to risk it. There's 2 hearts, 1 off is 50 points only. We can make 3 of a minor. Just think if partner's got a 4 card fit, that's a reasonable chance. I'm going to double and hope partner doesn't pass without 4 hearts. I think at match points you just have to risk this. You may well be doubling them into game, but provided either they go down or you get to 3 of a successful 3 of a minor that scores better than 2 hearts more often than partner passes and they make 2 hearts doubled, then you're onto a winner. So let's try 3 diamonds from partner. We're happy with that. And now we see we've swapped over so that my big hand is the one that's dummy that they can see. And we can see the bad news is that there's a singleton spade in the west hand. They're not sure of that though, because they can't see these 4 spades that are in the north hand, but this is now the declarer. But it's very likely they'll carry on with spades. We will play a high card from here. It needs to be the 9. It's presumably the 7 or the 8 is like, if the 7 or 8 appears from here, if the 7 appears, I've got to play the 9 to give them a chance. If the 8 appears, it's not quite so necessary. The 9 might be useful on the 4th round of the suit. We'll have to see. We've got these 2 heart losers, a club loser. We need to get out for 1 off if they were making 2 hearts. And we think they were losing no spades. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds. We think they are making 110 or 140. So we have to get out for 100 for 1 off. So we need to make 8 tricks. Have just 5 losers. This looks a little unlikely, but we'll play the 4. There's the 8. I'm going to play the 6. No, they are playing the queen. No point in not playing the king. We know it's getting roughed. King of hearts. Let's get overtaken with the ace. Play the 6. This is dummy. Queen of hearts. Is this one getting overtaken with the ace? It is. And here comes another spade. And probably a 4th round of spades. Yeah. And we're going to be, well, we're going to rough this with high. The 9 was not quite big enough. So heart goes there, and we're going to be 2 off because we've got a club loser from which we can't escape. Of course, this hand doesn't have any more diamonds. We've got another diamond loser. But I do have one. So we can draw the remaining trumps because we had, remember, we had 4 and 4, 8. So they had 5, and there were 2 in the West hand. They trumped once and followed once. So this is the last trump that we're drawing now. And sadly, we've got this club loser as well. And we're 2 off. We're only 14%. The other tables, 2 hearts plus 1. Yeah. Somebody where. So that's what we knew what we were doing when we doubled. Essentially, we were trying to get to 3 of a minor, 1 off. Whereas when they could make 2 hearts. And they had a 9-card heart fix, so we couldn't touch 2 hearts. We could cash 2 clubs and 2 diamonds, essentially. So we needed to get out for 1 off. And there was no way of doing that. So we knew we were taking that gamble. And it didn't come off this time. But the question is, how often would you get out for 1 off when 2 hearts was making? How often would 2 hearts double get passed out when 2 hearts was going down? And those are the options. Didn't work this time. So we have 5 hearts, 4 spades, 15 points. This hand is not good enough to reverse. A heart suit isn't good enough. We've only got 15 points. You really want 16 to open 1 heart and then rebid 2 spades. So reverse is when you open a lower ranking suit and then rebid a higher ranking suit, so that the opponents have to go back, so that your partner has to go back to the 3 level to go back to your first suit. And that shows that usually 16 plus points. It can be a very concentrated 15, but this isn't good enough. So we're just going to open 1 heart and see if partner says 1 spade. They do. We've got this singleton club. So, which is, I don't think 3 clubs is a splinter. No. 3 spades, 16 to 18 total points, which I do have. 4 clubs, 19 to 20 total points. It adds points for the singleton club. 3 spades. Yeah, we have to do 4 spades. Well, so partner's got 19 to 14 total points. It's possible we're missing a slam here. The partner has the right cards. Any values they have in clubs are wasted. I think we've got to settle for 4 spades here. Right, partner doesn't know any values in clubs. and they don't have any values in many places. I think we want to save entries to dummy. We're going to want to play hearts from the north hand. So we'll win trick one with the king of diamonds. And we're going to play the ace of spades and see if anything interesting happens, like the queen or jack dropping from west. So the jack dropped from east. Could be because they have queen jack, or it could be that there's 3 to the queen here. Right. So what I'm thinking is I want to finesse hearts into the west hand. If I play around the trumps and west turns out to have 3 to the queen, they will then win. If they win their king of hearts, they will then draw around a trumps. But if I go to dummy now, with the ace of diamonds, seems safe enough, and lead the queen of hearts, I could lead a low one, which is the best. Queen of hearts is right if there's king 10 on my right here in this hand, but a low heart is normally best for the finesse. So the jack won. We wonder, is there a doubleton king here or a doubleton 10 here? So if I go back to dummy, and there's a and now I have to choose. If there's a doubleton king here, I need to play the ace, and then the queen will be good. If there's a doubleton 10 here, sorry, if there's a doubleton 10 here, I need to go to dummy, lead the queen of hearts, the king goes on, the ace goes on, and the 10 drops. But if there's a doubleton king in the east hand, we're assuming east's got the king because the finesse worked, we've got to play the ace of hearts and then the queen of hearts. And if there's king 10x of hearts left here, we need to have led the queen originally. So the point about playing this heart before playing the next round of trumps was that if West won the king of hearts, they couldn't return a trump. Now the danger is that somebody could score a ruff when spades are 2-2. So we're going to see what happens when we play this spade. Right, so West has that the queen of spades. So we're going to ruff the 5 of diamonds. Dummy. And because East has turned up short in spades, we're inclined to think they have longer hearts. So we're going to lead the queen of hearts and see, and they ruff. So we should, and they're going to cash a club, which is fine. Another club, which we can ruff. And now we're just going to lose this heart trick to the 10. And now we can ruff the jack of diamonds, throw the club away, and play 4 spades. 78%. So I'll show you this because there's interesting questions about how you use this combination. So if I export this here, and we have a quick look. So this is the distribution of the hearts. So we'll just start off with the diamond. We're going to play a spade. When the jack drops from here, the odds are that there are 3 spades to the queen here. So you'll see that I next cross to the ace of diamonds. And this is the crucial point. I led the low heart, low, and I won with the jack. Now I have to, because you can see that if I had tried playing a low heart, they would ruff with a low trump, and they might get their partner in with a club and get to ruff with their queen of spades. So I now have to draw the last trump, having done this. But I now must draw the last trump to stop them making a cheap trump trick. Back, having won the ace of diamonds, I led low to here, but this to show you the play that's necessary to pick up king 10 to 4 here. It's leaving the queen. I cover with the king, win with the ace 5. Now I draw. Once again, I need to draw that trump to stop it. And this hand probably throws a club. That was not unexpected. Now we can go to dummy with the diamond ruff. And now we can lead diamond ruff follows suit. And now we can lead the 9 of hearts. And if this hand covers with the 10, they're all good. If they play low, we can finesse. This hand can ruff with the queen, but we can still go back to dummy and finesse. We can with spades and finesse again. So we would make an over trick if we had led the queen of hearts originally, which caters for playing king 10 to 4 in this hand. But we didn't have enough evidence that that would be the case. And the normal play that takes care of more options is to lead low to the jack and then try and decide whether you're going to play for a doubleton king or a doubleton 10 in a 3-2 break. So 78%, we're in equal second place now. So nobody made +1. Okay. Now here's a big hand. 1 club from partner, 1 spade on our right. 2, 4, 6, 8. One club. So they might only have 3+ clubs. Fordo trumps here is Blackwood for clubs. Well, that's right. We do want to know about the ace and king of clubs. The question is, will they pass? If we bid 6 hearts after it, will they pass? Can we play in 6 hearts? If I key card for clubs. Well, I think that's what we got to try for. And we're hoping that they will show 3 key cards, but they may only show 2. So 2 key cards and the queen of clubs. Well, how's that possible since we've got the queen of clubs? They're saying that they got 6 clubs. Right. But they only have 2 ace king of clubs probably, and not the ace of spades. So The difficulty is, will they let, what will six hearts mean then? 5 plus clubs, biddable hearts, 20 plus total points. Will partner just bid 7 clubs? I think they will. So I think we've got to play 6 clubs here. Maybe there was a way to get to 6 hearts, I'm not sure. There's the king of spades. We're losing, as we expected. King of diamonds, we're going to take the ace. And now, well, unless clubs are 5-0, we're all right. So we'll try drawing trumps. Right. So we can just draw all the trumps. Remember, we were 6 in dummy, we had 2. So throw the diamond away. Now that's drawn all the trumps, and I've got 8 hearts. There's 1 there, that's 9. So they've already got 4. So playing them from the top, they must all be good. So we can claim 6 clubs. Obviously, 6 hearts would have scored better. I'm just dubious about whether we could have played in 6 hearts. 85% for 6 clubs. So 2 people played in 6 hearts. Let's see what auction they had to get there. They just bid 6 hearts. Right. That works. That's what they both did. 7 hearts minus 1. Yes, 4 no trumps, 5 spades, and then they bid 7 hearts. Well, that's just silly, because you're bound to missing the ace of spades. But I just thought if I bid 6, so that's what you should do, is just bid 6 hearts straight away. Give up on 7 hearts. Give up on having the ace of spades together with the ace king clubs, and just settle for 6 hearts rather than 6 clubs. But one's partner said they had 2 key cards and the queen of clubs, and we were looking at the queen of clubs. They actually do that, and you should too if you play Roman key card backward. Basically, if you've got 6 trumps, so that you know that your side is going to turn up. You think your side's going to turn up with 10 trumps, because I should have 4 clubs for my Roman key card blackwood in clubs. So we got a reasonable score anyway. We're still in 2nd place, so that presumably means that one of these 2 that bid 6 hearts is leading us by quite a bit. Some catching up to do in the last 4 boards. Pass to us, and we have 14 points, including another 8 card suit. And it's not a solid 8 card suit. What are we going to do here? There's no reason to think that our opponents can't make game in a major suit here. There's no reason why West can't have a fair number of points. The advantage is that we know nobody's got more than 14. So West can't do too much. I think we just got to start with 1 club. Starting with 3 clubs, 4 clubs. We don't really know, but partner may have the stuff to fills in that makes 3 no trumps possible. Let's try 1 club and see. So it's a weak jump over call in spades. A double from partner showing 4 plus hearts, 9 to 12 points. 3 spades from east. Okay. We've got 1 spade loser. Partner's got something like 10 high card points, and probably none in spades, looking at their bidding. So Spade loser. We may not have a club loser, we hope. Partner turns up with the queen of clubs. Are we just bidding 4 clubs? The question is, are we going to bid 4 clubs or 5 clubs here? That will partner cooperate if we bid 4 clubs? What does it show? Twice rebiddable, 3 minus hearts, yeah. 16 to 22 total points. Well, yeah, I've got lots of total points, even though I don't have high card points. Yeah. Yes, I think I'll bid 4 clubs. I think 5 clubs is just partner's got to have the right cards. Then hopefully if they have the right cards, they will bid 5 clubs. Four diamonds, right. 4 plus hearts. Right, so hopefully we've only got 1 red suit loser, no club loser, and 1 spade loser. We're going to bid 5 clubs here and hope that partner passes. Ace of spades. Well, our diamond loser can go away on the king of spades now, if we can get to dummy, which we can in hearts. Partner did have wasted points in spades. 3 of hearts. Well, probably that's taking out our heart entry to dummy. It's possibly a singleton as well. We've got 10 clubs between us. The sad thing is we'd like to have played the ace of clubs, and then if West showed out, we could finesse against East's queen. So they have 9 spades between them. There were 3 in dummy, 1 in our hand. So this one has 6, this one had 3. Let me know. Looks as though this hand has the king of hearts. Is this a singleton heart? If this was a singleton heart, then that's 4. We got 6. This hand would have 6 hearts to the king. Which, once again, is less likely. Although they've only, they can only have 3 spades and 3 clubs. So that leaves them 7 red cards. That's 6 hearts and a singleton diamond. Could be a doubleton diamond and a doubleton club, but seems unlikely. Playing the ace of hearts, cashing the king of spades, throwing my diamond loser away. Leading the jack of clubs, which probably the robot won't cover if they've got 3 to the queen. If I play low and the king wins, and they switch back to another heart, I'm no, they play another heart, even if this hand doesn't ruff, I'm no better off. So I'll still have, and if this hand did have a singleton heart, they're ruffing. Of course, they could have led from the king of hearts, in which case playing low means I can win with the jack. And cash a trump and find out. So I think I'll take the risk that it's a singleton. King is there, I can play the 7. And if they don't play back a heart, they play a diamond. Right, so I'm winning my diamond. I'm going to play, which is good now because now I can play the ace of clubs. That hand followed. They both followed. So now I can cash the king of clubs, drawing the last trump, and cross to the ace of hearts, and the king of spades will find a parking place for my diamond. And I can play. I think we would have made 3 no trumps as well. So 71% for that. Anybody in 3 no trumps? No. 5 clubs and 5 clubs going off, but lots of people making 5 clubs. So still in second place. So whoever is leading was one of those people who made 5 clubs. And they're probably, to say, they're probably quite a way ahead because we had that one bad hand, and they must not have had that. So if I got up with the ace of hearts and played the king of spades, throwing a diamond away, I would have to have played 2 rounds of clubs and just drawn the trumps, and I'd have lost a heart trick, as I did anyway. But I gave myself an extra chance that they didn't play a heart back, they would play a diamond back, and that gave me the extra chance of playing a club, a top club from my hand, to find out if there was a 3-0 break. So that worked out well, and there was very little chance of that being a singleton. And at the middle of 3 small cards. We've got a balance 16 points, so this is on this board 6, so this is 1 no trump. 2 clubs is single suited, not necessarily clubs. They've got some single suited clubs. If North had passed, East would have been expected to bid 2 diamonds for West to pass or correct. 2 hearts from partner is a transfer to spades, as it would have been without intervention. You need to agree with your partner whether you have systems on after intervention or not. I think the robots play systems on after a 2 club intervention. So double is Stamen, and then the others are system on, but not over 2 diamonds or a higher level intervention. So I'll just complete the transfer, and partner's got a weak hand with spades. And it was single suited with clubs by the looks of it. So hearts looks quite good. See, we're missing the ace and the 10. This hand, when it said it was single suited, I think it could be 5, but it's normally 6, I think. So is there any reason not to trump this? There were 6 spades in dummy. I don't think it will be a 10 card suit or an 11 card or a 9 card suit that this one's roughing. It could be, but I think we'll just rough. So our aim is to basically, there's nothing we can do about these 2 diamond losers. This hand, we should be able to set up hearts. We won't be able to rough these set up dummy and rough diamonds. We need to set up our hand. So I'm going to lead a spade and play the ace. Right. So normally with 9 cards, you know the saying, some of you at least, 8 ever, 9 never. So when you're missing the queen, if you've got 8 cards between your 2 hands, you finesse, and if you've got 9, you play for the drop. That is the general rule, but the 8 ever is much truer than the 9 never. So if you've got 8 cards between the 2 suits, then taking the finesse is a 50% chance, whereas playing for the drop is something less than 40%, because they've got 8, so the queen's likely to be in the hand with 3 spades, with the 3 card suit. So playing for the drop is against the odds. So here we can just check that there isn't a singleton queen. We just need to be careful. We're going to take the spade. We're going to go to dummy. And again, we don't expect to get over ruffed. We're going to take a spade finesse. No, we're not. Because this hand that was long in clubs has the queen of spades. So they've got the queen of spades. We'll let them have it sometime. But I don't think the question is who has the ace of hearts and who has the 10 of hearts. Well, my aim is to think East is likely to have the 10 because they surely have more hearts. If West has the 6 clubs and 3 spades, they can't have many hearts. They may well have the ace. So we'll find out now. Nope. There's the ace there. 5 of diamonds. Right. There's no reason to put this. And this and the king to encourage maybe that's I should have thrown the 9 of hearts away. I can see. I'm going to play the 2 of hearts. There we are. We know the heart finesse is right, but they're not going to cover it. But we are still all right. Oh no, we can't. That doesn't get to our hand. That was silly of me. I should have played diamonds. We're going to go lose a trick more than we should have done. We're going to lose these 3 diamonds. That was foolish of me. I'll show you what I should have done. In fact, I still couldn't have done it. All right, queen of clubs, I got followed with the 10. All right, and now we're going to lose the 3rd round. We're going to lose 2 more clubs. And we're just going to make the contract when we should have made an overtrick. %57%. So I think it'd be worth showing you what I should have done. And perhaps I needed to play hearts even earlier. So I'm just going how the play went, the club lead, the ruff, ace of spades, the club ruff, and another spade. Now we find out the bad news. King of spades. We could have given up the spade trick there. Perhaps that would have been better. But now we're going to play the king of hearts. Now, what I should have done was play here is play the 9 of hearts from there. We can win the ace. They exit with the diamond as they did. I win the ace. Jack. Diamond from there. I lead the 2 of hearts to there. Now, there's no point in them roughing with the queen of spades because then both my spades are good. So they can throw their 2 of clubs away, win the queen of hearts, 6 of hearts. Now, when I lead 3 of hearts and they play low, I can win with the 8 in my hand. And if they ruff with the queen, I can still get to my jack. Or I can ruff the 3rd round of diamonds. So it was by keeping the 9 of hearts in dummy, I blocked them. So you saw that I was stuck in dummy and I had to try and come to my hand, and I thought I could come with the jack of spades. Of course I couldn't. And if I'd played diamonds, this hand would have won and would have played the queen of spades, drawing the jack anyway. So I would have been held to 8 tricks. I should make 9 tricks by throwing the 9 of hearts away. Unblocking the hearts. I thought about it earlier, but I didn't actually think about it at the time when it came up. And so I got quite a bit of, still in second place. So, but these 92% people may well be the leader. So that was poor play by me. But I got 14 points here. Let's say if I were playing for myself in a robot tournament, I would open this one no trump, because the robots are just so much better at responding to no trump. But I'll bid what the robot would bid. Diamond and spade from partner. Now I can bid one no trump. 2 clubs is new minor forcing, which says they got 12 plus points. They got 4. They want to know if I've got 3 spades or 4 hearts. Essentially, I haven't got either. 2 no trumps says I've only got 2 spades and 2 to 3 hearts. 12 to 13 points. 3 no trumps says I've got 14 high card points. That's what I've got. Just going to hope that hearts are all right. Opponents lead clubs, so hearts. We have a stop in hearts. Have some spades. We're really hopeful that we'll make 4 diamond tricks, because we've got 8, so they've got 5, and they'll split 3-2. They're 5, 68% of the time, which will give us 4 tricks. Also, we're only missing the jack or the 10. So if the jack or 10 drop singleton, and we then play the right high card, we can finesse either way against the 10. And so we hope to make 4 diamonds. We can eventually make 1 club, probably. If they play hearts, we can make 1 heart. But we really need to make probably 4 spade tricks. We can certainly make 3. We've got the top 3. It's just a question of what's the best way to make a 4th spade. But they may set up tricks for us so that it doesn't matter. It's the king, 104, because 9 and 10 here. Right, so we've got 2. We do have 2 club tricks. If spades are 3-3, see, we've got 7, so they've got 6. We can run all the spade tricks, so I'm not going to hang on to a heart here. As long as I've got, if they play hearts, they'll give me a heart trick, whichever it is. They're playing hearts. If they continue hearts, we're still assured of a heart trick. They are. They've taken their 4 tricks. Do I want to keep a diamond? Just in case. But I've won the jack of hearts. Now I can just queen of clubs, throwing a spade, jack of clubs, throwing a diamond, and you'll see I've got ace, king, queen of spades, ace, king, queen of diamonds for the rest of the tricks. Something I can play. 600, that's 80.3%, but that will keep us at, oh, so the person who was leading got something wrong there. Didn't bid the game by the looks of it. So we've overtaken them. We got into first place. That's a surprise. I thought they would be a long way ahead. Right. Okay. We've got 15 points. And I got 1 club, 1 diamond. We're not quite strong enough to make a power double, to double and then bid our suit. Double would normally mean you had tolerance, you know, you had hearts and spades. But if you double and then bid a new suit, you are showing a hand that was too strong to overcall. But, oh, you're not promising support for the other suits anymore. This hand is not too strong, even in England. Certainly in America, it would not be too strong. The Americans like to let their overcalls become much stronger than we do in England. Anyway, this is a one spade overcall. Two spades would be a weak jump overcall. So we're bidding one spade here. The partner bids three spades over two diamonds. Well, they got four spades and 4 to 8 total points. They got a diamond fit. He's got clubs. They got 4 to 8 total points. So this is, they got shortage probably in clubs, possibly not. Even if they had 8 high card points, would that be enough for us to make game? Probably not. So it's going to be sensible to pass here. If we had a singleton somewhere, then maybe we have a chance, but it looks as though we won't have a spade loser. We will have a diamond loser. Four to 8 total points. So they can be quite weak. They're just showing 4 spades. We need to pass. At match points. Yeah. So at least we don't have the diamond loser. But we're certainly having these 2 club losers. And play the queen just on the off chance that they're not going to get their ruff. They do. But at least now they can only get 1 heart trick. Well, if they led hearts, they could. And the jack of diamonds goes there. So we've lost 3 tricks. How did the auction go? This hand opened a club and then rebid 2 diamonds. So they've got ace king of clubs. Let's just check that spades. Well, essentially, really, we've got to lead hearts from our hand towards the king and hope the ace of hearts is in the west hand. There's not a lot else we can do. Or I suppose we could play for a singleton heart here. That would need 5 hearts in the west hand, and they would have opened 1 heart rather than 1 club. So that's not going to happen. So let's just check. We've got 6 spades. And the spades are there 2-1. So we can draw a robust trump. We can ruff the diamond. Back to our hand. And need a heart towards the king. Which not going to work. There we go. 1 off, but hopefully most people should be in the same position, we hope. 82%. That looks like enough to keep us in first place. By some distance. So we'll see, can it let us show the other table yet? No. But that's either perfectly sound auction, but when you're unlucky to go down, the odds are that the ace of hearts will be with the opening hand, but they'd already turned up with ace king of clubs. And because this hand led a low diamond, not the king, and king queen, then one of the king queen was going to be in this hand. So there was it wasn't quite so certain that the ace of hearts would be on the side. But there's nothing else to do. But so we caught up at the end there after that risk we took on board 2, which could have given us close to a top, but gave us close to a bottom. But as long as you get more close to the tops and you get close to bottoms, in the long run, it's the winning thing to do. No, it's not going to show us what anybody else did on board 8 in a hurry. So I hope you found that useful. If you did, please leave any comments, like the video and subscribe to the channel, all of which helps encourage YouTube to show this to other bridge players. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.